You don't need the PlayStation 6. I have to outright just say that. Like, you do not need to purchase the newest piece of hardware. You don't have to buy the newest product, the newest piece of technology to come out. It's okay to stay on the older thing and just simply enjoy it. You do not have to spend your money. You don't have to worry about FOMO. You don't have to worry about missing out. Don't buy the PlayStation 6. And I'm saying this in light of a lot of recent news, and I'm seeing people kind of freak out online, like, oh my god, it's gonna be so bad, so expensive, so this and that, and I really want it. No, you don't need it. Like, if you have a PlayStation 5 or maybe you have a PC, like, you don't need it. I'm telling you, just don't buy the newest thing, especially nowadays with the way game consoles and generations work. Everything is a lot more cross-gen than it has ever been before because people don't want to upgrade, and these systems are already pretty powerful, like the PS5 or the Series X. To start off, Xbox decided they're going to raise their prices again. They already have raised their prices like 2 or 3 times because of AI causing RAM and SSDs to just skyrocket in price. I bought 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM in 2024 for $100. Now, I got it on a small sale at Black Friday, but regardless of that, it was $100. Now, that RAM, I looked it up, it's $500. So Xbox has decided they're raising their prices again in August, and a Series X is going to cost $800. Like, it actually makes me laugh to think about. $800 when it costed $500 at launch. And it was already outdated hardware at launch. So, okay, they're raising their prices to $800. Sony and Nintendo haven't announced anything yet, but let's be honest, they're gonna raise the prices as soon as they run out of their stockpile of, however many PlayStations and Switches and Switch 2s they have in the warehouses. They're gonna follow suit eventually, and the PlayStation 5, it's gonna be $800 for the disc drive version. I'm 100% certain. The PS5 Pro right now is $900. It's probably going to go up to like $1,050 or $1,100, like easily. Like, imagine $1,100 for the PS5 Pro. And I forgot one thing. The Xbox CEO, she also said in a year's time roughly, the components, as in like RAM and SSDs that have already gone up in price so much, they're going to be 2.5 times the price. So pretty much expect more price raises. That's more than double the price it is right now. Can you imagine just a regular PS5 being over $1,000, over like double the price it was at launch? And again, it was outdated hardware. So because of this, I really think the PlayStation 6 is gonna cost $1,500 because apparently it's gonna be way more powerful than the PS5 Pro. I personally, no exaggeration, not trying to be a doomer, I really think it's going to cost $1,500. And that's probably with them losing money with every system they sell, if it does go up 2.5 times the price. Now, that was the first thing that happened. It's just a downward spiral, and it's just going to get a little bit worse here. So Sony decided to remove movies from people's accounts. People thought that was kind of weird. They just randomly removed the digital movies people's bought and it was on their account. Like, why did they do that? Well, the licenses ran out. So instead of Sony renewing the license because, people bought that product, what did they do? They just straight up removed it from their account. So that movie you bought and was on your account, it's just gone now. Like, you don't get your money back. You don't get a voucher. You don't get anything. You just lost money and you lost your product that you bought. That's because when you buy a digital product, you don't actually own it. You just simply bought a license. Pretty much gives you permission to use the product. You can pretty much have it revoked at any time from the developer or the publisher. They could just say, you know what? Nope, you don't get it anymore. And then it's gone. And you can't do anything about it because technically you've agreed to it in the terms of service. And then just a couple days after that, Sony announced they are ending physical media in early 2028. So, no more discs, no more physical media, and that pretty much confirms the PlayStation 6 is an all-digital console. And this is hilarious timing because they just removed digital products from people's accounts because the licensing ran out. Is that not hilarious? Like, they just announced that, and then they say, you know what, we're actually going all digital. No more discs, even for the PS5. When that happens, they control the store, they control the prices, they can remove any game, movie, product at any time from the store or your account. And if your account is banned, like, good luck with Sony support. Like, they are absolute dog shit. Why do they want it to be all digital? Well, there's a couple reasons. The first reason, and it's really the only reason Sony will ever give, is that significantly more people are buying digital products than physical. Like the vast majority, like 80-90% of people are buying digital over physical. If you like physical products, you are pretty much in the minority. I have so many physical games. I just love the collection. I love just having the disc, and I could sell it back if I want to. I could sell it to someone. I could give it away. I could lend it to someone to try. But also, like I said, they control the store and the price. If physical media exists, you could go to Amazon, you could go to GameStop, you can go to Best Buy, Target, Walmart, any, if there's like a locally owned store, you could get it lent from your friend, you could buy it off Facebook Marketplace, you could buy it from anywhere, and they can't control that. They can't control like that second market. So by removing that, now they fully control everything, all the prices. I mean, hopefully you don't get screwed over with just paying $60 or $70 full price games several years later, but it could happen. What's also weird and doesn't make sense is digital games should be cheaper than a physical one because you don't have to produce the discs and the game case, and if it comes with a manual or anything extra, I mean, they don't really come with manuals anymore because they're really lazy, but that costs money. So in theory, shouldn't a digital game be cheaper, like $5 to $10? Remember, you can combat their bad decisions by just simply not buying it. At one point in time, the Xbox One was going to do some crazy DRM stuff and being online only, like you needed an internet connection 24/7, and they course corrected because nobody bought it. Nobody wanted it. With that said, you don't need the PlayStation 6. It's going to be extremely expensive. It's going digital only, so now you might get screwed over. They could remove your games at any time. Not saying they will, but they can. I mean, they literally just did it. You don't need the newest hardware. Don't worry about missing out. Like if you already have a PlayStation 5, they're going to release games for it for at least 5 to 6 years. And especially if nobody buys the PlayStation 6, they're going to keep releasing games for the PlayStation 5 for another 10 years. I would bet money on it. So with that said, please, you don't always need the newest thing. Just have fun on the older stuff you have. It's not necessary to constantly go out and buy the newest thing. I probably said that like 25 times already, but seriously, I feel like I have to keep saying it. And if you made it this far into the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Leave a comment that says PS6 booty.